Good evening and welcome to NXTGEN Season 17. This is the Power-Maxed Modern Touring Cars. This is round number 6 from Imola. And as you can see, you're going to need your umbrella because it is raining. It's interesting weather. Obviously the guys in their respective cars for the 5 minutes of qualifying. Let's see who's in today. We have Speed on Hogo in the BMW, Peter Jamesy in a BMW, Cam123 Days also is in a Mercedes. We have web user Johnny also in a Mercedes, followed with Weedaz in a BMW, Bruce in a Mercedes, AMH BMW, Shadowstalker in his Opel Astra, Hagamayego is in a BMW, The Layers BMW, Big Bloody B BMW, Epic Legend BMW, Tim in the Mercedes, not going out yet, Full Fish in his Mercedes, D Whitehouse in a Mercedes, and Jack in his Opel Astra, with the last to leave the pit lane at 3 minutes 38 to go. Imola, it's a 3.050 mile circuit, and it's an absolute belter. Really, it should provide some good close action, even though it is wet, but we shall see what happens as you watch Speedy Gone Hogo coming out of the pits. 5 minute qualifying as per usual. A quick recap of the league standings. We have AMH leading the way on 93 points with 4 Fish on 73, Cam 69, The Layers 61 and Jack on 58, rounding out our top 5 as you see some of the guys going round. We are going to have a look at a lap of Imola. On board with AMH, who's just allowing a few people by. You can see him just preparing for his lap. Here we go then, a lap of Imola with our league leader. Past Variant Bass. So we head down towards Tamburello. This left, right, left S-bend. Hit the brakes just before it flicks left, going into it. Be careful on the curb, it will catch you out. You see the back end wanting to come out there. I don't know who's ahead of us, but backing out of their lap. Down towards Villeneuve. It's fast left into a 90 right. You've got to kind of brake before the flick and brake again for the right-hander. Again, got to be careful of the curb, the car will spin. Into Tosa. So hairpin left, AMH taking the wide line, squaring the corner up as much as he can. He goes up the hill towards Piratella. Piratella, again up here, just down one, getting maybe 2 in the wet. Down to 3rd gear. You run, that might give a slowdown, but I know the wet conditions of the game is slightly more lenient. Into Acqua Minerale. Flick right into the 9 right, very tricky, easy to lose the back end. And AMH stuck in traffic at the moment, which will not help his lap as we now head towards Variant Alta. Hit the brakes at the 100 board. You're right, flick it left, don't go too wide. Nicely done from AMH, clipping both apexes perfectly and the car turning beautifully. Down the hill to Rivazza. Corner steeped in history. I don't know who that is ahead of us. Currently Cam has a 159.6 in that Mercedes. So through the first part of Rivazza, most important to get that braking zone straight. Through the second part, you can use a bit of the curb. There you go, up towards Variant Bassa, which obviously would be a chicane going off now. There is the Variant Bassa, but across the line, what can we do with AMH? I don't think it's going to be a mighty quick lap. He's going to get one more. It's a 2 minutes, .3. What a feeling. Yeah, that's D Whitehouse ahead of him. And the problem is, AMH, his luck doesn't really get any better because Shadowstalker's in front of them again. Weedown's just coming across the line. Speedcon Hogo has once again disconnected in qualifying and will Piano going to start the race. It's the second time in a row now for Speedcon Hogo. Our current pole sitter Cam. As people now making their way back to the pits. Cam back to the pits then. Full fish there. Bruce just ahead of him. Full fish actually gone back to the pits. So Bruce will be the first man across the line. Currently ninth at the moment at 2:02.3. Jack in 8th place at the moment in the Astra. And he said it, I can say this on camera. He will just be happy with a top 10 result tonight because the BMWs are looking very, very quick. As Bruce has gone wide at Ravazza. So the Les comes through to complete his lap time. What will it be? He's currently got a 2:01.1 to his name. Doesn't go any quicker. Here comes Johnny. So we know Hoko's rejoined, but it's too late, I'm afraid. It's annoying the game doesn't allow you to rejoin at the back. Johnny stays in 10th as a horde of BMWs coming back across the line. And that ends qualifying. It's going to be Cam 123 Deers who takes the pole position point with a 1:59.6. AMH held up in traffic, not utilising the full potential of that BMW, sits second. Second row is the Les and Fourfish. Big Bloody B and Jamesy head up row 3. Good effort by Fourfish as well, splitting some of the BMWs. D Whitehouse is in 7th, Jack in 8th, Bruce Lee Harding 9th, Johnny 10th, Shadowstalker 11th, a good time by him at 2:04.2, he's ahead of Epic Legend and Hago Mayego. Weedaz 14th and Tim will round out the grid in 15th place. Give it a couple minutes just to let the guys have a bit of a quick chat. And drivers always enjoy just discussing what happened during the session straight after, but we're going to get going then. It's 9:20. We have the 3 red lights. We're green for round 6 Imola for the Paramax modern touring cars. Who's got the best getaway? It looks like AMH has as they head up towards Tamburello for the first time of 11 laps. In we go. Cam getting a bit of a tap from behind. That's Les wide. Have we got through? There's Jack. We've got through turn 1 cleanly. Up into Villeneuve now, and Cam is looking to take the lead away from AMH. Through the flick left, he gets the move done, and AMH under pressure from Big Bloody B, but that's going to be wide. He'll have to drop in behind, and he could lose out to D Whitehouse round the outside of Tosa. But instead, Bruce Lee Harding is looking to take advantage of D Whitehouse going wide. As we head up towards Piratella for the first time, Bruce couldn't get that move made. Weedaz has the Les looking to go around the outside. That's a great move as they go through Piratella. Jack currently sits in 9th. Looking for the moves to be made right now as we head back up to the front, because Cam and AMH are going side by side yet again. It looks like Cam might have had a slow down penalty though, and it's allowed AMH through. Big Bloody B also as they head into Varianta Alta. And Big Bloody B running wide out of the chicane. As they enter Ravazza. Oh, Big Bloody B's got a bit of a twitch on the entry. This is going to lose him a lot of places. He's got to try and get back on the circuit as safely as possible. That's allowed Bruce up into third place. He's got D Whitehouse right behind him, so they've had a move. They've had a switch of places as they go through the final corner and across to complete lap 1. All the way down to Tamburello then. Bruce having to fend off D Whitehouse, who's got 4 fish all over Big Bloody B now, as he obviously this long train beginning to build. See lots of movements behind. Big Bloody B looking to get D Whitehouse. Looks around the outside of Villeneuve, isn't quite going to work. I wish the cameraman would just stay in the same place but focus on a different driver. Looking for the back, we've got Webby's Johnny, who's looking down the inside of Jack, who's also got PZR Jamesy looking down the inside of him. As they head up towards Piratella. Meanwhile, 4 fish under attack from the Les. Also, what's that? Weedaz, sorry, Weedaz having a look at 4 fish, getting into 6th place. Humble with Big Bloody B because he's still staring at the back of that yellow Mercedes. Just runs a little bit wide through Accia Minerale. And if he does run cockpit camera, this is what you'll see. Visibility still pretty good, even in this wet weather. As they head down towards Ravazza. Anyone looking to make a move, maybe. The Les on 4 fish. He has a little look, decides better of it. And that is Weedaz. He's off in the gravel. And Jack, oh, that is Epic Legend round. Yes, it is. Tim has unfortunately disconnected from the race, which is a bit of a shame. We're down to 14 after just 2 laps. But Jack currently sits residing in the top 10 still. He's got Jamesy ahead of him. Meanwhile, oh, Bruce has gone absolutely flying off at Tamburello. He's not gained any advantage. He's definitely lost time there. Going to lose a place or 2. He's lost a place to D Whitehouse. He's going to lose a place to Big Bloody B. But that's good, he's not too far away from them, and I think he will make up the time and potentially get the places back, because D Whitehouse is looking a little bit unsettled with Big Bloody B behind him in the BMW. 4 fish looking to make a little bit of a cheeky move down the inside of Tosa. Isn't quite going to work. But 4 fish having troubles of his own, because now Les is through into 6th place just before Piratella. Obviously that Titan line not quite working for the Mercedes man. We go back through the field. Epic Legend on the tail of Hago Mayego. Look how much better the Mercedes is through the corner. I mean, last around Cam was only 2/10 slower than AMH, and he is closing. Big Bloody B just having a quick look as he goes into Varianta Alta. Can't quite make the move. But they're both going to be slow out to the corner. D Whitehouse immediately over to the left hand side. He's looking to cover for Ravazza. Down to the double left hander, and Big Bloody B's got the move made, but can he make it stick? He has gone wide again. And yet again he's going to lose a couple of places, maybe even one more to the layers. Onto the main straight we go. Remember, the guys don't have to create room for Big Bloody B to come back on. It's It's completely on his shoulders to get back on safely. But Bruce is under attack from the BMW pace. And I don't think he's even going to bother trying to defend from Big Bloody B. And here comes Les, looking down the inside as we head into Tamburello. So very well fended off from Bruce around the outside of the first part of Tamburello. And he's going to have a bit of a run here on Big Bloody B on the exit. Can't quite get the space though. Weedaz back up into 7th place now. And Cam, faster than AMH last time around. He's still got 1.3 seconds to make up. I think that might be more now. After Tosa. We're going to keep an eye on this battle for 3rd. Well, I say battle for 3rd is now turning into battle for 4th because D. Whitehouse is managing to build a little bit of a gap. He's got 1.2 seconds to the trailing cars, which he'll be pleased about. And the Les looking to attack Bruce Lee Harding around the outside of Piratella. That's not quite going to work. Piratella not a place. You have to be on the inside if you want to make a move. Stick around there. Especially with the limits on. For the track limits. But Les is now under attack. As Weedaz goes down the inside. That's a great little move. I don't really understand why Les is very unhappy with that. That was a perfectly good move from Weedaz. Down the inside. Peter James now attacking Fourfish. Going to re-watch that on that move on the stream. It's a very opportunistic move from Weedaz. He spotted the gap down the inside. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, I'm afraid. Les can flash his lights all he wants, but a very good move from Weedaz. One of those moves. Cam's lost a lot of time as well that lap, so I wonder if he's had a slowdown somewhere. He's now 2.2 behind AMH as the Les getting on the grass on the braking phase for Tamburello. Not exactly what you need in a rear-wheel drive car. D. Whitehouse is going to come under pressure again from behind. Big Bloody B looking for what will be, I believe, his first podium in the series. Oh, and the Les rear end getting a little bit sketchy coming through Villeneuve. It's going to allow Fourfish to close up, but not enough to try and make an overtake. Jack currently sits in 10th still. Meanwhile, there seems to be like a little... Oh, that's Hagamaego, if the cameraman can actually get it right sometime. Went a bit wide out of Villeneuve, and it's going to cost him the place to Epic Legend, who's going to go around the outside of Tosa. Although... Hagamaego sticks it still on the inside. Epic Legend looking to take the apex, couldn't because there was a Mercedes blocking the way. They're going to go side by side up towards Piratella here. This for 13th place. If Epic Legend can make this work, that really would be epic. He's still alongside down the hill towards Acura Minerale. And by God, he's going to make this work. Bit of more contact into the flick right. And Hagamai goes very sideways. Good save from the front wheel driver. Epic Legend has been behind Hagamaego for a while now. He's going to want to try and get past that Mercedes as fast as he possibly can. Meanwhile, D. Whitehouse, that looks slow coming out of the first part of Ravazza. It was slow. It's allowed Big Bloody B down the inside. And Big Bloody B obviously can't quite get the power down as nice as the Mercedes. Here comes Bruce. He's looking for the slipstream. What's Bruce going to do here? He's going to look to the inside, I think. No, he's going to hang back, see how this plays out into Tamburello. Smart move. Because the Mercedes should get good grip coming out of Tamburello, which will force pressure onto Big Bloody B. AMH, I say he's had a bad lap, but Cam's put in a 2 minutes. 0.6 seconds, so he's now 1.4. As D. Whitehouse does get the move made on Big Bloody B. That for 3rd place, the final step on the podium. In the background, Bruce coming under attack from Weedaz. And D Whitehouse even further under attack from Big Bloody B, who's lost the rear end going through Aki Minerale. Weedaz is down the inside of Bruce. They're going to come out about 3 wide. Oh, contact. That is Weedaz and Big Bloody B. Fourfish just about keeping his place for Weedaz there. Big Bloody B in 4th. They're very wide. This is getting very, very bunched up right now. Bruce is into 4th and he's got... Oh, that is Big Bloody B. He's gone for the Joker lap. Very well held not to spin, and that looks like Bruce. I don't really know what happened. There's a Big Bloody B. Another rewatch on the stream. Jack's up into 8th, looking here for... to keep that place from Big Bloody B. I'm going to have a little watch on the stream to see what happened. I'm going to... Big Bloody B just lost. I don't know what happened to Bruce. Whether he got a tap or whether he just went off by himself. He definitely went into the gravel, but this is your battle for the lead. Cam 123 Deers has caught up to the back of AMH, and this is not what anyone expected in these conditions. These conditions we expected the BMW to run away. But AMH most certainly has company. The Lair is currently in 4th place with 4 fish behind. Jack's up to 6th after all the carnage through Ravazza. Bruce is in 7th. He was running in 4th, so he's still got time. Still got another 3 laps after this to try and get back up the pack. There's maybe to Johnny with Big Bloody B in 9th. There's Jamesy in 10th. Weedaz 11th. Shadowstalker now is going to have Epic Legend on his tail. Epic Legend finally getting that move done. Meanwhile, at the front, Cam is 3/10 away from the lead. He's going to have to use every horsepower he's got under that Mercedes hood. See him just how much better he's out of the corners. He won't look for a move down the main straight. He knows the Mercedes is not fast enough. He's going to tag along the rear end here. See, even with slipstream, you see that BMW pulling the gap. It was 0.25, now he's up to about 0.28. Now the slipstream comes into effect for the Mercedes, and Cam's going down the inside at Tamburello. He can't make the move stick, backs out of it at the last moment. I thought he was going to put it up there and keep it there, but not quite. He's going to bide his time here. This is lap number 8 out of 11 now, into Villeneuve. Can Cam do the unthinkable? Take pole and the win here at Imola in the wet against AMH and the BMW. Good evening, Traumatic Dave. How are you, buddy? Hopefully you're enjoying the racing so far. Got a cracking battle for the lead to end the race by the scenes of it. So hopefully you're enjoying your week break from the Group A ones as well. I'll see Group A ones sponsored by Power Max as well. It's back next week at Bathurst. And that's AMH. He's run wide coming through Aki Minerale. And here comes Cam. Oh, Cam, has he overcooked it? He's clipped the sausage curb. AMH goes back round the outside. Cam couldn't quite get the car stopped in time. Hagawango now has a penalty and he's back in front of Epic Legend. But Cam just went in a little bit too deep there. Couldn't quite get the car turned. And it's allowed AMH just to extend that gap a little bit. Hopefully in the clear. Oh, that'd be good if you can get in there, mate. Especially right now, I'm just going to let you in for a secret. It's going to be wet. It's going to be round Imola in the wet, same as here. But the Les currently chasing after D Whitehouse. There's Four Fish, followed by Jack, followed by Bruce. Followed by Johnny, followed by Big Bloody B, followed by Weedaz, then Jamesy, who's got Shadow Stalker for company right now. And back at the front because the gap is closed through Tamburello. Reopens. We have just 2 and a bit laps to go now. AMH having to fend off Cam as hard as he can. Cam has been absolutely fantastic in this Mercedes this season. He's looking around the outside of Tosa, which is a bit of a weird one. I thought he might try a switch back, but not quite there. Those are the practice in the wet. Well, I haven't, mate, and I'm racing them, so it could be quite interesting, really. AFH still in the lead by half a second at the moment. D Whitehouse in a comfortable third right now, just controlling that pace. The Les is in fourth, Full Fish fifth. Bruce not able to catch up to the back of Jack at the moment, which is good news for the Astroman. He was looking for a top 10, at the moment he's looking for a top 6. Webby's a Johnny under pressure though from Big Bloody B. To go through Acumen and Rally. We're going to keep an eye on the gap at the top here for the leaders. It's hovering around that 0.2 of a second at the moment. I agree, David. It's been fantastic racing this race. A few mistakes, obviously, because of the wet weather, but in general, it's been very, very good. Big Bloody B losing the rear end, going out of Varianta outer. And the leaders. What's that power of the BMW? It's just not helping Cam. Cam just needs 1 lap. He needs 1 lap ahead here to try and build the gap for the straight, because obviously if AMH is right on him coming out of Rivazza, he's going to win. Very carefully on the brakes. See how much quicker the Mercedes is through the corners. Cam has got 1 and a touch laps now to get this move done. Trying to force AMH's hand. He looks for a better line out of Tosa. Again, he can't quite get the run, and the run up the hill, the Mercedes is superior. But Shadow Stalker is past PZR Jamesy here. The end to Tosa. And yet again, Cam's in the lead. Cam has got the lead. So a mistake then from AMH by the seams of it into Acaminerale has seen the lead change. But here comes Cam's problem. They head down towards Rivazza. He's looking to defend the inside. They hit the brakes. Cam's gone deep. AMH is through. Cam has to brake so late to make sure he keeps the place. He's gone too deep. But he's got a good exit out of Rivazza here. Can he work something for Tamburello? Is this the way to Tamburello? Is what Cam's going to answer. He is right on the back of that BMW. AMH is surely going to have to defend. Yes, he does. Cam round the outside. He's going to try and make this stick. This is a fantastic move from the Mercedes man. He hasn't yet finished it though. AMH still on the inside for the exit. Cam's wide. Back end loose. And AMH keeps the lead. Bit of a shame for Cam. That was a fantastic effort for that move. Full Fish is now in third. Jack's off. Bruce is going to try and take advantage of something. I don't know what's happened to D Whitehouse. But D Whitehouse, and I think Deleuze. Something's happened between the Les and D Whitehouse. Oh, this has gone from bad to worse for the Les. He can't get the car back on the track. Meanwhile, Cam at the front, so Bruce is back up into the top 5. Jack in the top 4. Cam is all over the back of AMH yet again. He's going to try and go for the move out of Ackerman Morale. AMH going to squeeze him, and he's going to have him covered into Varianta Alto. Outer. Through the chicane they go. Who's got the better run? It looks like Cam has. Down towards Ravazza for the final time. Can Cam make this work? And he's decided not to make the move into the initial part of Ravazza. I think that's the opportunity gone. The BMW should take enough power. It's going to be AMH who wins here at Imola. The BMW just about triumphing over the Mercedes. A fantastic battle between AMH and Cam, where Cam finishes in second. Fish, a delighted third for him. Jack will be absolutely ecstatic with a 4th place. Bruce will come home 5th. Web user Johnny 6th. D Whitehouse 7th. Don't ignore Johnny and D Whitehouse. Big Bloody B will finish ahead of Weedaz 8th and 9th. Just a bit of a tap. Jamesy will come home in 10th. The line just around this little bit here. There he goes. Hagamayago is going to have a penalty to his name. So Hagamayago will finish 11th on track, but behind Epic Legend. So Epic Legend 11th, Shadowstalker 12th, Hagamayago 13th. And the Les, something went horribly wrong in... I don't know what he's doing, but something went horribly wrong in Tamburello. And it's going to cause him to finish 14th. So provisional results, obviously all results provisional and can be changed if for any stewards' inquiries. AMH does take the win from Cam though. Fish completes the podium. Jack gets a 4th in the Astra, which is a fantastic effort. Bruce Lee Harding will be in 5th, D Whitehouse in 6th, Web user Johnny 7th, Big Bloody B in 8th, Weedaz 9th, Weedaz 9th, Peter Dar Jamesy 10th, Epic Legend 11th, Shadowstalk at 12th, Hagamayago at 13th, and the Les will be in 14th place. So that's it for the modern touring cars. Next up is the Paramax Clio Cup from Imola. Again, it's going to be wet. I will be competing in that one, so stay tuned for that. Next week will be Brands Hatch Indy. Brands Hatch GP for modern touring cars next week. The Mercedes TCC, the car of choice. Everyone will be in the Mercedes. But until then, we like to thank Paramax for their continued support of the league. And thank you to everyone who's watched tonight. It's been fantastic. Hopefully you'll stay on in the next 5-10 minutes when my stream will go live. From my point of view from the Clios, see what result we can get there. But from myself and everyone here, thank you for watching. Good night.